Question number 171. Select the mismatch with respect to secondary metabolites. And the very first match given is alkaloids, and the match is morphine and codeine. And as it is a correct match, so this cannot be a correct answer to our question, because alkaloids such as morphine and codeine are secondary metabolites. The next option is toxins, and the match given is abrin and ricin, and as it is a correct match, so this cannot be a correct answer to our question, because abrin and ricin are toxic secondary metabolites. The next option is drugs like vinblastine and curcumin, and these are secondary metabolites and they belong to the category of drugs, so as it is a correct match, so this cannot be a correct answer to our question. And the last match given is terpenoids, and the match is carotenoids and anthocyanins, and as it is an incorrect match, so this is a correct answer to our question, because carotenoids and anthocyanin are plant pigments, whereas terpenoids includes monoterpenes, isoterpenes, etc. So the correct answer to this question is option number 4. Let's discuss our next question. Question number 172. How many of the following are examples of mammals in the box given below? The very first name is testudo, and testudo belongs to the class Reptilia. It's a reptile, so we will not include this. Next is neophron, and this belongs to the class Aves. It's a bird, so we will not include this. Next is Canis, Felis and Pteropus, and they all belong to the class Mammalia. These all are the examples of mammals, so we will include this. Next is Cutla and Carcharodon, and we will not count this as Cutla is a bony fish. It belongs to the class Osteichthyes, and Carcharodon is a cartilaginous fish and belongs to the class Chondrichthyes. Next examples are Macropus and Rattus, and they are the examples of mammals. Macropus, commonly known as kangaroo, and Rattus, commonly known as rat. So Canis, Felis, Pteropus, Macropus and Rattus are examples of mammals. Now the options are 4, 5, 6 and 7, and the correct answer to this question is option number 2, 5. So the correct answer is option number 2. Let's discuss our next question. Question number 173. Protrusion of eyeballs, increased basal metabolic rate and weight loss are the symptoms of which of the following disease? And the options are Addison's disease, Graves' disease, myxedema and cretinism. And the correct answer to this question is option number 2, Graves' disease, because characteristics given in the question, that is protrusion of eyeballs, increased basal metabolic rate and weight loss, are the symptoms of disease which is caused due to hyperthyroidism. That is hypersecretion of thyroid hormone. And among the given options, option number 2, Graves' disease, also known as exophthalmic goiter, is a form of hyperthyroidism, whereas rest of the options are incorrect, because Addison disease is caused due to hyposecretion of mineralocorticoids as well as glucocorticoids from adrenal cortex, so this cannot be a correct answer, whereas rest of the options, that is myxedema and cretinism, are the incorrect options, because myxedema and cretinism occurs due to deficiency of hormone thyroxine. So myxedema and cretinism occurs due to hypothyroidism. So the correct answer to this question is option number 2. Let's discuss our next question. Question number 174. The condition when heart is not pumping blood effectively enough to meet the needs of the body is, and the options are heart attack, coronary artery disease or CAD, heart failure, and the last option given is atherosclerosis. Now this line is directly from your NCERT book, that the condition when heart is not pumping blood effectively enough to meet the needs of the body is heart failure. This is a direct line from your NCERT book. Now let's discuss rest of the options. The very first option given is heart attack, and this cannot be a correct answer to our question, because heart attack occurs when the heart muscles are suddenly damaged by an inadequate blood supply. The next option is coronary artery disease or CAD and atherosclerosis, and these are the incorrect options, because atherosclerosis or coronary artery disease affects the vessels that supply blood to the heart muscles, and it is caused by deposition of calcium, fat, cholesterol and fibrous tissue, which makes the lumen of arteries narrower. So the correct answer to this question is option number 3. Let's discuss our next question. Question number 175. Which layer of human eye consists of ganglionic cells, bipolar cells and photoreceptor cells? And the options are inner layer sclera, inner layer retina, middle layer choroid and middle layer retina. And the correct answer to this question is option number 2, inner layer retina. Because innermost coat of wall of eyeball is the retina. As you can see here, this retina is the innermost layer, followed by choroid, which is the middle layer, and the outermost layer is sclera. So the very first option, inner layer sclera, is an incorrect option because sclera is the outermost layer. And the third option, middle layer choroid, is an incorrect option because photoreceptor cells along with ganglionic and bipolar cells are present in the innermost coat of wall of eyeball called retina. And the last option is middle layer retina, and this cannot be a correct answer because retina is the innermost layer. So the correct answer to this question is option number 2. Let's discuss our next question.